Fiona, great to see you.
Lovely to see you too, Charlie.
And as we were chatting, the Tourism for Tomorrow Awards is really a major accolade for anybody in sustainable tourism. But for all the years, how many years now?
We've been going 13 years
13
now.
years. This is the first report, really, that explores the trends in sustainable tourism from amongst the finalists and winners.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious to learn what are the trends, what are the development of sustainable tourism, etc. What does the report say?
Well, I think what's been really fascinating about the report and pulling it together, Charlie, is to be able to look over the last 13 years and see how sustainable tourism has moved on. In the very early days, people were engaged because they had a passion, they genuinely believed in what they were doing, but they were still learning, and the quality of delivery is not what you see now. And there are certain themes and trends that are coming through. A commitment and a recognition of the importance of climate change and how we should be monitoring and managing our carbon footprint, and the sort of innovation and development that's going on in that sector that enables us to do that better. So initiatives like the Carmacal calculator that was an award winner last year that enables people to measure their carbon footprint before they select their holiday. So it's enabling consumers to have a better appreciation of what their holiday entails. Some of the developments that have happened in urban destinations, how they have used tourism to help redevelop their cities. Some being, mining communities that had lost their industry and have used tourism to regenerate. There's been a huge sort of focus on social enterprise within tourism. And so you've had companies and organizations like Reality Tours who have developed slum tours within the Mumbai slums. And there are ethical issues surrounding that, but if it offers employment to local communities and it's done in a sensitive way, then we see tourism bringing an awful lot of local benefit. So I think one of the key things that we've seen over the years is a change and a transition in terms of standard and quality of recognition of the importance of better practices within the tourism industry that protects our planet, whether it's from a conservation biodiversity perspective or engages communities more effectively, and the importance of monitoring and measuring that. And we're getting better at that. We're not brilliant at it, but we are gradually getting better at that.
What will be, in your estimate, the next horizon to come for sustainable tourism? What are the things that they need to look at and seem to be moving towards?
I think there's a couple of things. I mean, we have to continue as an industry to put our house in order. And we're a massive global industry, and not everybody is engaged in the issues surrounding sustainable tourism. What I find encouraging, though, is that it's the young people that really do care. And so I think as a movement it will continue to grow, and so long as we continue to learn and educate and push that message across the industry, then we will continue to set standards beyond which people cannot ignore. And then another big aspect, which is almost a bigger job again, is actually educating the tourists themselves to make informed choices, to recognise that when they travel, it's almost a privileged experience, that they have to be sensitive about their own footprint, be conscious of that, and travel in an educated, sensitive, informed way.
It's kind of interesting that a lot of the people I'm meeting in sustainable tourism, or hoteliers especially, who have always been very sustainable, would tell me that from the marketing standpoint, people don't buy, they don't push it because people don't buy because they're sustainable. But once they've stayed there and understand what they've been doing, they really, majority of them appreciate it. So it's kind of like a two-edged sword that then they become aware, this is important. And maybe the next time they buy, they're that much more aware.
Absolutely, and there are companies and organizations out there who actually engage their customers in the whole experience, so that having had this wonderful, authentic experience, they encourage them to get involved in programs that continue that process of conservation or protection of species, biodiversity, community engagement. So the customer has an ongoing engagement. If we do it smartly as an industry, we have to take responsibility for ourselves, but we can also encourage the tourist to engage with us and share that responsibility and give back in a positive way.
What are the 5 categories for the Tourism for Tomorrow Awards?
Well, we have environment, community, innovation, destination, and people.
Thank you for that. For the 2017 awards, nominations are being accepted now?
They are indeed, Charlie. The deadline date is the 14th of November, so we'd encourage people to contact WTTC.org and put in their applications, because we want as many nominations this year as possible.
Fiona Jeffrey, Chair of Tourism for Tomorrow Awards and Chair for Just a Drop. Thank you.
Pleasure.